One thing about Harry, very true, that is, he is very, very childish. He throws tantrum. But what is very, very, very true about Harry these days is that he is a grifter. In other words, if you reject him, yes, he will feel a little bit disrespected and embarrassed, but for a time being. At the end of the day, he will get over it because he needs free stuff. So even if people are disrespecting him, he doesn't care at one point. All he cares is he getting the free stuff. So rejection, when it comes to rejection, let's talk about rejection. We have seen how he was rejected, or I should say evicted from Frogmore Cottage, and he was very, very upset. In fact, that was the date when he changed his primary residency from UK to US. But at the end of the day, again, as I said, he is a grifter, so he doesn't really mind too much for too long. This time, he actually attempted to ask from the royal something. So when he was rejected from the evicted from the Frogmore Cottage, that should have been a lesson that he should have learned, that I should not be asking anything from the monarchy. But he is asking something again one more time. And this is what we'll be discussing in this video. Most of my viewers are not subscribed to my channel. If you're one of them, consider subscribing. I want to share with you something very, very interesting that I just found out only a few hours ago. And this is this one, guys. Take a look at this particular news article. Right now, Prince Harry, 2 royal rejections and counting. Prince Harry requests to stay in Windsor Castle once again, rejected ahead of his UK's trip. So what happened? So Prince Harry once again fighting embarrassment as his request to lodge in Windsor Castle was denied. The Duke and Duchess of the Duke of Nobody was also rejected when he asked to stay in the ancient Grand Castle in September of 2023. In other words, it is not the first time that he is rejected of something. He was also refused to have this accommodation in September of last year. And not only this, every time he goes to UK, he always tries to create an excuse, ask the monarchy to give him something, provide him a lodge. Even when he was visiting the king, he automatically assumed that he will be able to stay with the monarchy. But he is not a working royal family member. If the taxpayers are paying for his expenses when he goes there, it means they're paying for really nothing. Now, this is what makes it very, very interesting. The royal rebel will be in London on May 8 to attend a service of commemorations at St. Paul's Cathedral for the 10th anniversary of the Invictus Game. I want you to understand a few points, but before I do that, just to read you a little bit more here. Both rejected requests came after the 39-year-old prince and his wife Meghan were thrown out of Frogmore Cottage last spring, only weeks before King Charles's coronation. Harry and Meghan were gifted the cottage by the late Queen, who maintained her decades-long tradition of giving all newly married senior royals a country residence of their own. So this is a tradition. And why Harry was so upset with the Queen when he knew that this Frogmore Cottage that was given to him was not a wedding present, in the sense that it could be taken away from him if he is not working for the royal family. But does he not understand these things? Well, he does. What he wants to do is really make the royal family look bad. The Sussex pair were officially based at Kensington Palace, where they had a lavish apartment, which is also the main base of William and Catherine. The renovations needed for the cottage ended up costing British taxpayers over $4 million. One thing you have to understand about the Frogmore Cottage. Meghan Markle, she used taxpayers' money in UK to renovate the cottage, and she spent millions of dollars without the permission of the Queen, without the permission of anybody. It was given to me, so I have the right to do so. I mean, you can say, well, she had to have the permission from the Queen, right? But no, she did not have any permission. She was just doing it, she and Harry themselves. And so when the king evicted them, and Meghan and Harry said to the king that, look, we have spent so much money on this, you cannot evict us just like that. The king told them, who gave you the permission to spend so much money in the renovation? Which became a controversy once the duo only lived there for 1 year. Once Brexit happened in early 20s, Princess Eugenie and her spouse Jack Brooksbank briefly lived in the cottage for 6 months before vacating in the spring of 21, where it has remained abandoned ever since. When Charles acceded to the throne in September 22, there was talk he planned on forcing the scandal-ridden Prince Andrew to move to the less costly 19th century home. Frogmore House is no longer occupied by the royal family but is often used for entertaining. There are reports that said Frogmore Cottage is being maintained by Princess Anne, and therefore it is not easy for anybody just to go in there, use it like a hotel, in and out. And so Harry, when he's asking for the monarchy, can I have this place? Can I have the Windsor Castle? Can I stay here? Can I stay there? I think that he will have to go through a lot of hurdles, especially coming from Princess Anne, and also, needless to mention, Prince William, because they are not going to give him free stuff. Even though, as I said, Harry doesn't really have ego when it comes to asking for something. Help me, help me, help me. The story of Harry's change of residence may have come out only in the past few days. But in fact, Harry quietly changed his primary residence as long ago as in June 29, 2023, on the very day he and Meghan were evicted from Frogmore Cottage. And we know the rest of the story. I do not have to read the whole thing for you. But guys, I want to make mention of a few things here, which is that as we are seeing the coming for Harry's trip is drawing closer and closer, we're going to be seeing more and more dramas from Meghan and Harry. Obviously, we all know at the same time that they are not traveling, which is the best thing to happen for the UK people, because they would not have to pay anything from their pocket. And we are going to be seeing some more other dramas from Meghan and Harry, throwing the family, lashing out at them, accusing them of so many things. Remember, Meghan Markle just recently, she accused the king of being a hypocrite because Andrew was given this responsibility to lead a commemoration, I think a funeral or I don't remember exactly what the event was, but Andrew was given to lead the congregation for the monarchy, and Harry was snubbed. And so Meghan said, oh, this is hypocritical of King Charles. So again, more drama are coming. Be ready for all of it. This is the month of May, and so we are going to be seeing a lot of it. I have some comments here. Janet Lane, thank you so much. Tanya E. Williamson, Leo on the Lion. Thank you guys for all your beautiful comments and your support, your contribution, your donation. Gina, I have who did I miss? Janet Lane. Thank you so much for that, Gina. And I have some other comments from Janet, Zuzu. Thank you guys for your comments. If you have any comment, let me know in the comment section below, and I'll see you in the next video. Have a wonderful day. Take care.